Welcome to NanoEYE. At the nanoscale, there are very, very small things that we can see, such as bacteria, viruses, and molds. They are only a few nanometers long, very small and living things. It may seem that bacteria, viruses, and molds have made you think that they are bad. But it's true that thanks to them, we have some things in our daily lives like yogurt or bread. Others, if we eat them, they can make us sick. So that you can see that these microorganisms are everywhere, we're going to carry out an experiment where we're going to grow them. And for that, we need 3 slices of bread, which will be our crops, 3 zip bags, where we will put our bread, a spray with water, some liquid soap to wash our hands, and a permanent marker to mark everything. To start our experiment, we're going to create our slice. Then we're going to take our zip bag and label it with a Control C. We're going to try touching it as little as possible to put the slice inside our zip bag and close it tightly. The second slice is going to be our dirty slice, on which we're going to place our hands and see what microorganisms we transfer from our hands to the bread. So we're going to label it with the letter D for dirty. The first thing we're going to do to make sure those microorganisms are growing is to wet the bread with water on both sides and touch it with our dirty hands, on one side of the bread and then the other. Then we'll put it in the zip bag so that nothing will stop our microorganisms from getting out. Our last slice of bread is with clean hands. We're going to follow the same procedure. So we're going to wet it a little bit on both sides with water and then touch it with our clean hands and put it in the zip bag so that nothing escapes. This experiment needs a week for the microorganisms to begin to grow and to start to appear. So we leave our slices prepared for a week. What has happened? We have our control sample in which no microorganisms have appeared. We have our samples with clean hands in which they have not appeared either. But look at the one where we've put our dirty hands. That is why it's so important to wash your hands thoroughly. But at the nanoscale, there are not only microorganisms, there are many other things. Are you coming to discover nanoscience?